Hello, this is a quick little rundown on things you need to know for Zoom to get the most out of our class. So the first thing you can see is right now I'm on gallery view, and if you go up to this corner and click view, speaker view, when Karen talks, her lovely face will be up here. Yeah. Now, if we were a bigger group than just the two of us, you would see whoever's speaking pop up on the screen. But it doesn't show very well when there's two of us. Then you've got gallery view, which puts everybody kind of like the Brady Bunch or that X's and O's game. And then the third view you have is full screen. And if you go into full screen, you're not going to be able to see any of the other tabs on your computer, which could be great, or it could be a little disconcerting if you're looking for a document to share or something like that. So if you just hit your escape button, then you get back to this view. You can stretch your screens, you can shrink your screens. Other thing I want to show you is the chat. This is a really important feature. So if you go down to the bottom and click chat, you will get a nice little list here of the discussion. If anything went in the chat before you joined the meeting, it's not going to be here. So if you're late and you are looking for a link, just ask for it again. And the way to put a chat in, I'm just going to write testing chat. Now you have to make sure you hit enter, and then everyone else can see it. If you're shy, like say I wanted to ask Karen a really personal question because she's teaching me prenatal classes and I'm shy, I can just hit this little arrow beside everyone and it will let me send Karen a private message. And when I hit enter, Karen can read that message, but nobody else can. And we use that a lot because the nature of our work is a little personal, and we answer the question out loud for everybody, but we won't say who asked it. The other thing we have here, in case you needed it, is participants, and that would have a long list of people who are in the class. You probably don't need that. Sometimes, maybe you do. Now, when we do our classes, we like everyone to be muted while we're teaching. You can unmute to ask questions. So I can go in here, and this is my microphone. And by the way, if no one can hear what you're saying, you might just have to choose a different microphone. This is your video. The stop video means your own video. So if I click, look what happens. Then you get my picture. Most people, if you don't have a picture uploaded, it'll just be a black square with your name. There, I'm back on video, and I'm going to mute, and then if Karen wants to ask me a question, she has to ask my permission to unmute. I am muted. You can't hear me now.
Okay, so I can't hear her right now, so I'm just going to click and ask her to unmute.
Okay. And then I would unmute.
Okay, so
and
I
now
hear her right
I
now,
can
so
speak.
I'm just going to click and ask her to unmute.
Karen has the power to mute me too. Can you share your screen for a minute?
Okay.
Sure.
So we use this a lot when we're teaching. So if we wanted to show something, and so now I have gallery view, which means we can see everybody along the top. But if I wanted to do speaker view, then you see I can see Karen. And I can move this over if I wanted to see more of Karen, and I can move it over this way if I want to see more of the screen being shared. The other thing you can do here, if you don't want all this stuff on the side, click the down arrow and hit close. So now the participant list is gone. And if I click this arrow, I can close the chat. And if you want the chat back, just click there. And if you wanted to check something else, You know, if we directed you, say, to a website or something, you can shrink this just like any other window, and then you can open anything else you want.
Would you recommend, Angie?
Yeah, if you disappear,
And
the call ends, anything like that, just go
sometimes
back
there's
to the
just
link. And you'll see a little
cluster
waiting
of
room, and then we'll
confusion
get a
and you
little
lose the
message that
Zoom.
someone's
So
waiting
then
for us,
I usually go
and then we'll make sure you get back
to
in.
the email and click
Okay,
that link
so
again.
we
Is
just
that what
wanted
you'd
to
recommend,
show
Angie?
you those little things so you can be comfortable using the Zoom for our trainings and our classes. So there we go. Thanks. If you want more in-depth information, in the link we send the confirmations and the reminders, there should be a link so you can go right into Zoom, or just Google Zoom. How do I join a meeting? Something like that. And they have all kinds of amazing tutorials and examples, and they're really well set up. And I think you'll love this system if you're not familiar with it. It's a really great system. I started using it in 2013, and I love it. I'm very comfortable with it. And Karen is too. Yeah. Okay. See you soon.